Good morning students. This video is for class 6 subject mathematics. In this video we will do the revision of chapter quadrilateral. So as in class we have studied what is quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a plane figure bounded by four sides and in which it has four angles and two diagonals. What is quadrilateral? Quadrilateral in which we are having four sides, four interior angles and two diagonal. What do you understand by diagonal? Diagonal by the two non-consecutive vertex joined by a line segment. For example, here we are having the four quadrilaterals: parallelogram, square, rhombus and rectangle. So what is diagonal? Diagonal by the two non-consecutive vertex. Non-consecutive vertex like D is non-consecutive to the B, C is non-consecutive to the A. So what is your diagonal? When the non-consecutive vertex joined by a line segment is known as diagonals. So in a parallelogram we are having two diagonals. Diagonals like DB and AC. DB and AC. So all these four figures are our quadrilateral. We are coming to some important properties of quadrilaterals in parallelogram, rhombus, square and rectangle. So first we are going to start with sides. Sides in all these four figures. So as we all know, in parallelogram the opposite sides are equal to each other. Opposite sides like DC will be equals to AB. In parallelogram, AB will be equals to DC. AB side is equals to DC side, whereas AD will be equals to BC. AD will be equals to BC. Coming to the square on the basis of side only. Coming to the square, we all know in square all sides are equal. All sides are equal. In rectangle, say somehow this parallelogram and rectangle are similar on the basis of their side. Like in parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. Same way in rectangle also, the opposite sides are equal to each other. Like SR is equal to PQ and PS is equal to RQ. Coming to the rhombus, somehow the same as parallelogram is somehow similar to the rectangle according to their size. Same way in square and rhombus also. In square all sides are equal. Same way in rhombus also all sides are equals, which means AB is equals to DC, BC is equals to CD and CD is equals to DA. Now coming on their diagonals, I told you that two non-consecutive vertex when joined by a line segment is known as diagonal. So over here that DB and AC are diagonal. So we are going to see in all this one. In this one parallelogram, the diagonals are not equal to each other. Means suppose the DB is given 10 cm, so it's not possible that AC will be also of 10 cm. The AC will be lesser than the DB. You can see the line of the DB is longer than the AC. So if DB will be 10, so AC will be your somehow 8 cm or 5 cm. So in this one parallelogram, the diagonals are not equal. Same way in rhombus also, AC diagonals are not equal to D. The diagonal of rhombus are not equal. But in case of rectangle and square, RQ will be equal to RS. In square, the diagonals are equal. RQ will be equal to PS, whereas in rectangle, PQ will be equal to SQ. Sorry, PR will be equal to SQ. In rectangle and square, the diagonals are equal, whereas in rhombus and parallelograms, the diagonals are not equal. one more property on the basis of diagonal. You can see over here, both are in all four figures, two diagonals are bisecting each other. So, in square and rhombus, whenever diagonal bisect each other, they make an angle of 90 degree each other. They make an angle of 90 degree with each other. Okay, but in case of rectangle and square, they are not making an angle of 90 degree. In a rectangle and parallel. In square and rhombus, they are making an angle of 90 degree, but in parallel and rectangle, they are not making an angle of 90 degree. Second property, whenever diagonal passes through from the vertex, so it bisects the angle. In which case, in square, we know the interior angle is of, in square is of 90 degree. So whenever the diagonal passes through the vertex, it bisects the angle into two equal parts. Bisect means it is dividing the angle or a line in two equal parts. So here the diagonals are bisecting the angle. So 90 will be divided into two equal parts, 45 and 45. Same case in rhombus also. Whenever diagonal is passing through the vertex, it bisects the angle, interior angle into the two equal parts. One more thing, in rhombus, the opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. For an example, if angle A is 60 degree, so angle C will be also your 60 degree. And if angle B will be your 120 degree, then angle D will be also your 120 degree. Opposite angles are equal in rhombus, and same way in parallelogram also opposite angles are equal. Okay, so whenever the diagonal passes through the vertex in rhombus, so it bisects the angle as well. If angle A is 60 degree, so it divides into two equal parts, 30 degree, 30 degree, which means angle CAB will be equal to angle CAD because the angles are bisecting the interior angle. And on the diagonal, as we all know, in rectangle and square, diagonal bisect each other also. Like if I am taking the intersection point as an O in all, so in this one square, both the diagonals are equal, so they bisect each other. So it means OR is equal to OS, OS is equal to OQ, OQ will be equal to OP because both the diagonals are equal. Same way rectangle also, OP will be equal to OQ, OQ will be equal to OR, and OR equal to OS because in this one square and rectangle both diagonals are equal, so they bisect each other. The diagonal lines bisect each other, so therefore the OP, OQ, OR and OS will be equal. In case of parallelogram and rhombus, the diagonals are not equal, but also they bisect each other. Like AC will be 10 centimeter, so it will divide into two equal parts. AO will be equal to OC. AO will be equal to OC, where if DB I am taking as an 8 centimeter, so OD will be equal to OB. OD will be equal to OB. In this one, all the four line segments are not equal because here the diagonals are not equal. Same case in parallelogram also. OD will be equal to OB and OC will be equal to OA. So on the basis of this property, some of the questions were asked in your exercise. Like suppose I am taking an example of parallelogram. I am taking an example of parallelogram. Parallelogram A, B, C, T, where the exterior angle is given to you 60 degree near to the P, and they ask about find the angle X. So in your previous classes in parallel lines and angles, we have studied about some property like linear pair, alternate angle, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angle. So we are going to use all these properties for finding out the value of X and Y, or finding out the value of angles which are unknown. So over here you can see, here we are having the parallelogram. Question is given, parallelogram is given to us and we have to find out parallelogram ABCD is here and we have to find out the value of x, where x is representing the angle D and one extended angle is given as 60. So on the basis of all the properties which we have studied right now, we are going to use them to find the angle x. So see, over here is 60 degree. So let's recall all the properties of parallelogram. We know that opposite sides are equal, and as well as we have studied that opposite angle are also equal. So if angle D is given as an x, so angle D will be also your x. On the basis of the property of parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. We can mention in parallelogram ABCD, angle D will be equals to angle B equals to x degree, because in we can mention the property over here that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. So now you see over here on the basis of parallel lines and angle properties, this angle is given us 60 degree and we have to find the angle x. So you can see that we are having the AF line is a straight line. So we can apply linear pair over here. Linear pair, what is a linear pair? Angle x plus angle 60. These both are lying on this straight line. So straight line angle is 180 degree. So angle x plus angle 60 equals to 180 degree. By which property? Linear pair. From there we can find out the value of x. Angle x plus angle 60 degree. They are forming a straight line which is your 180 degree. By which property? Linear pair property. Linear pair property. So x plus 60 equals to 180. So what will be the value of x? Very simple. X equals to 180 minus 60 degree. 60 degree on LHS side, when we bring to the RHS, the sign will change, become minus 60. So x equals to 120 degree. So on the basis of such properties like linear pair, alternative angle, suppose over here only I asked you to find out the value of y. In this question, that one more question I have put it here, that find out the angle C, which is y. So by using some properties, we can find out the angle y. As we all know, we have studied the parallel lines. Whenever the two parallel lines are there, one line is bisecting or intersecting this one. So the inside angles are, whenever they are forming the Z formation, you can see DC, CE and B. Whenever they are forming the Z formation, we can apply the alternative angles. Alternative angles, which means y degree will be equal to 60 degree. Y degree will be equal to 60 degree. By which property? Alternative angle. Because these two lines are DCs are parallel to A. So on the you can do this chapter very easily on the basis of learning all the properties of quadrilateral like parallelogram, rhombus, square and rectangle, and you can find out the value of x and y. In some of the questions the x and y is in the form of angles, and in some of the questions they are finding out that you have to find out their size. So just because learn all these properties and do the practice of the question from the exercise. Thank you.